right, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to the Book Lovers Club book. Okay, this one always gets me because it's a long word. Book Lovers Club Kit, Book Lovers Journal giveaway. Okay, this is session 5, I do believe. At least that's what we're going to call it. And today I am printing library clocks in these buttons. And I'm doing this a print and cut on my Cricut, I hope. And I might just come in and cut them myself. They're pretty basic. But anyhow, I'm working on library cards. And then next up, we're going to do library pockets. And then I was working on signatures. I got them all ready to go into the journal. And then I took, if you guys watched that video I did on Monday, yesterday, these are the pieces that I pulled from wow, look how almost perfect I lined those up, guys. Let's go this way, and then that way, and then this way, and then that way. I mean, I lined them up almost identical. I could not have done that again if I had tried. Now they're off a little bit on the depth, but look at that. I'm pretty proud of myself. All right, so these are going to be some of our pockets, and then I'm going to trim this to fit. And we're going to cut it off at, let's see, we're going to cut it off at this line. So it fits in our journal. And then I pulled out this old book, right? You guys, I'm going to stop saying and then. I don't know what to replace that word with, or those two words with, but that's what I'm definitely going to work on. All right, so we can make this a card, or we can make like a journaling card, or we can make this a belly band, or we can make this a pocket, side pocket, like so, on one of our larger pages, just like that. Which could be what I do. I mean, there's only one like this, and then there's these. So, and then we have and then we have, okay, we have our other bookmarks. Now, what I'm printing on the design space looks like this. They look more like library checkout cards. So I got 2, 4, 6, I think I got 10. So it'll be 5 per signature, right? And then we got our page trims. And we have our page trims. Here is another, either pocket or belly band or journaling card. There's another library card. And then I want, God, honestly, I think not saying and then might be a little more, might be a lofty goal. All right, I also have the index cards that will work for pockets, belly bands, maybe flip outs. I got those. So oh no. You know what I didn't do? I didn't make sure these were all right side up when I punched the holes. Now's the time. Yeah, those ones were right side up. Whoop. And yeah, these ones were right side up. And they're not in the exact same order, but we do have signature 1 and signature 2. I'm going to use this beautiful brown hemp cord that I got from Michael's on Friday of last week. Okay, we'll pull it out from here. So I'm going to need just two pieces. I just thought this was very appropriate for, it's really strong, really sturdy hemp. And I thought it would be appropriate for our journal. And I just had, there we go, my green scissors. I'm going to try not to lose anything. So I had an exciting week last week, and hopefully this week will be no different. Last week I got the big stash of Birds and Blooms and those vegetable magazines, and then a trip to Michael's in El Paso, Texas, along with checking out their Dollar Trees. Although I was extremely, maybe it was just that one Dollar Tree, I was really disappointed. I was going there with big ambitions though, so maybe it was partially my fault. All right, let's see. I gotta get my little wax thing. These are kind of cool. They'll wax your string as you pull it through. They're supposed to. Here's one. It's got a little, whoops, sorry guys. I didn't mean to bump the camera. And here's the other one. This just keeps helps the thread go through the signatures a little better. I don't know. I bought it, so I'm going to use it. Oh, that's the other thing I'm going to be working on, is developing some craft room structure here soon. All right, this is a little thick, but I think I can get it through the needle. Come on, work with me. Maybe I'll do it this way. I hope I can find a larger needle. If not, but I didn't want to. Nope, I think this is going to be too thick. Rats. I felt like, though, if I could squish it down, we could make it work. If not, oh, I think I got it. Yay, I did. I got it. Whoops, I got two of the strings. Interesting. Then I got two of the strings. Maybe that's the ticket to lay them side by side like this. Hopefully you could see that. I couldn't. All right, let's see what we got here. I may have to go off camera to accomplish, right? Let's see. There we go. There we go. Ta-da. Yes, we did. We got it to go. Now I know what to do for the next one. All right, we're going to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I'm thinking extras to the outside. Like the bows, whatnot goes on the outside. All right, we'll get this guy in here, through here. Come on. That string really makes it thick. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Oh, wait. Did I get this right? Yes. It just doesn't want to go through that. That's a tight fit. Oh, please tell me. No, I was like, oh, please tell me I did not do what I think I did. I'll find my pliers here, guys, and I will pull that through. I need to start working on some beads. Get all this stuff to do beads with. Paper beads. Haven't done it. Got all this stuff to do. Journal toppers. Haven't done it. Got everything I need to make homemade paper. Haven't done it. So I just really need to be working on that. Let's pull this back out. We'll put this through there. I was going to put eyelets and then I haven't done it. There we go. That'll do it. You know, I'm going to get me one of those round to it buttons, right? Get around to it. Maybe I should see if I have eyelets that would work for here. I'm gonna go see if I have an eyelet this size. I think it'll just make it a little more dressy. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I ran into a bit of a problem with the eyelets. I had them, but each one that I had wouldn't fit the size of my needle. So I said, well, I guess we're gonna move on. We use what we have, what we know works, and that's where we're going. So I need to make some of, oh, I should have thought about that in the first place. I'll do it next time with my little my punch that gives me the protectors like this. See, we'll go this way with it. Maybe. I don't know. But for now, we're doing what we're doing here. Okay. We're getting the signature sewn in. And then we're going to start with embellishing, which I think will be fun. Okay. And we're going with strings inside. So if you're just starting out and you're wondering what the whole to the inside, to the outside thing, how it works. If you start your needle through the inside, to the outside, you're going to wind up on the inside. If you start it from the outside to the inside, you're going to wind up on the outside. So whichever way your needle goes in first is the way it'll end. Easy for me to say, right? Okay, so we got this one. Now we'll tighten it up. And this is a pretty healthy spine, so I can actually tighten it up pretty good. And then we're going to leave this long because I have these little mini tags, tiny little tags that I want to put on here at the ends. That'll be cute. All right, so next up will be our second set of signatures that go here. And we have, again, our, now remember I went through the outside, or the inside. I went through the inside. Keep it straight. And you've seen our library cards. Oh, I'll just show you something else. Let me flatten my thread out here. I want to show you something we're going to use to give us that old book look, right? Come on, come through, come through. Think I got it? Nope. Oh, no! Alrighty, maybe. So this one's going to come together, I hope. I think what I want to do is give the journal away right after the 4th of July. And as we get closer, I'll give you a specific date. And this one I said you did not have to be a subscriber. However, not being a subscriber, you'll possibly miss the giveaway. So if you are a subscriber to my channel, then you get notifications when my journals comes out. So that's the benefit of being a subscriber. So I think maybe I won't, I know it's awful, but I may not post a deadline. I think I'll just do the giveaway. Okay, so now we're going to go here and back through the hole. Remember, we had a really hard time with that one. The first go around and this go around. Come on. And I couldn't find, oh, there we go. I couldn't find my pliers, so I just made the hole larger. But this time, we got lucky. Yes, we did. We got lucky. Okay, we're going this way. Through these holes. So I'm gonna practice at the Japanese binding because I was like, wow, that might be a lot of fun. Give my journals a little different look, but they're flat though. You don't get the whole bind experience where, what am I trying to say here? It's like, let's see, it's like more of a notebook, more like when your pages are like this, like they are in a book. They don't come out bound like a regular journal, like the one we're working on right now. So I don't know, maybe not. All right, come on. Which one is my shorty here? That's my shorty. Okay, so we're through on this side. Tie it down, knot it, and guess what? We are embellishment ready, and I'll find those tiny little tags. Look, we're there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now, no need to do anything to those pages because they're already embellished. So let's go with this one first. I want to ink it because guess what? Remember, I don't want the green. I want that one. What was it called? It was called potting soil. I thought that was a cool name. And then, you know, I don't know which color I like better, brown or green, but they're both favorites for me. Love them both. Did you guys catch my design team project yet for Sunday? If not, I'll link it in the description box so you can go back and watch it. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully this sticks. It's archival ink, so it should dry and stay, right? I'm a weirdo. Is there anybody out there like me that says, geez, that stuff smells good? I like the way archival ink smells. And I have received a couple of journals from people who use the archival ink for their inking. See how it's going to look on here. We'll just hit this lightly. And I just think, oh, as soon as I open the gift, you know, the package, I can smell it. I was like, yep, I know what they used. Let's do, they used the archival ink. And I think I'm going to go through my Tim Holtz people and see if I can't find the one of the guy. I think he's got his legs crossed and he might be reading a newspaper. Go through there. That might be a nice addition. So anyhow, off camera, I'll finish inking. Alrighty, so first of all, we're going to start here. We're going to glue that down so you can slide things in. Love it, love it, love it. And then we'll go a few more pages. I'm going to go into my making and creating account and see if I can't come up with come on, words work, something that we can use for our journal. And then I want to try and work on my jelly plate. I need to get better with that. I want to try some mark making. I want to just try a lot of different things. The problem is, for me right now, is I just don't have the time just don't have enough. But maybe when I retire here soon, I can do that. All right, here we go. Now here in just a minute, in the background, I'm going to be running my Cricut Maker. So see, isn't that cute? I mean, it doesn't take long for a book, a journal, to take off. What I really wanted to do was see how many more images I might have, like of this guy, Alfred Lord Tennyson. And that's actually a thick piece of paper. And we could put him like that. But if we put him on here, he could be a pocket. I'll slide him, we'll put him over here. So you could slide stuff on this side. Maybe. Or maybe he could be just a page embellishment. Right? But he's a poet. I don't know if I want him in the... There's some German... Maybe I like that. This German... book page. Old. I got a lot of these off of eBay, the other ones. We could do this. And then maybe... maybe this in the center. Maybe. Why not? Let's look. So then whoever wins it can just write their name right there. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty cool. So this is how we're going to get started. At this point, we're just going to put stuff in there. And we don't have a super duper amount of pages to embellish, so it's going to go rather quick. So this being said, I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to invite you back on Thursday to catch the next episode. So we're in episode 5, and remember, you don't have to be a subscriber, but it benefits you if you are, because then you get notified when the content comes out, and that way you won't miss the giveaway. I've just decided, I don't think that I'm going to announce it. I'm just going to finish the journal, and once the journal's finished, then I'll do the giveaway. So I know that's kind of sneaky, but it's not sneaky. I mean, if you think about it, it just helps, you know, those who are subscribers have a fair chance. And yourself, if you're a subscriber, you'll have a fair chance. There we go. That looks good to me. I really like that. So we got that. And then I got to figure out something to put in here. Maybe I'll just coffee dye a couple of these, cut them down, coffee dye them so they fit, right? And then you can journal about your book. So I'll probably be doing that. But I think I'll use alcohol spray. I don't know. Maybe I'll use brown cardstock or brown paper. Only because once you hit this with alcohol spray, it begins, the lines begin to run. So we'll see. We'll see on that. But I do want to use up Mr. Alfred Tennyson. Maybe he'll go on the first page of the second signature. He's pretty cool, Mr. Tennyson. Maybe he'll go there. And then we'll do, I thought there were like, what am I trying to say? Wax seals in those stickers. I guess I was wrong. I think I was wrong. Now I know I was wrong. But you know what we could do? We could turn him into a pretty cool looking belly band. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to work on that because, see, I was thinking we could do a belly band, but if you do, it really takes away from his face. But we're going to leave that there. Then we're going to flip over here and we're going to put a pocket on both signatures. So it'll be this color. Okay, so we got the belly band there. Next up will be a pocket. Okay, and then we're going to go belly band. Pocket. Okay. And then we'll go belly band. Pocket. Belly band. Pocket. See where we're at over here. Okay, then we'll go belly band, pocket. Belly band. I have to make a pocket for here. And then we'll go belly band, make a pocket. Belly band, make a pocket. Make a pocket, and we're done on belly bands and pockets. Belly band. Pocket. Belly band. Pocket. And then we're done. Yay! Okay, so you see how that's going to go. So then we just need to make stuff to go in those belly bands and pockets. I guess this could just be a page trim if we want to go that far. I don't know. If not, we'll use them in something else. But then we'll go here. And maybe I'll just put this guy down here. I can trim some of this off, or I could just cut his photo out. Or we could not put any of those in at all. I'm okay with that too. Alright, so if you're watching this and you care to comment on what you'd like to see happen, please do. So for this week's video, it's whatever you want to comment, but just remember you do have to comment in every single video. And next week we'll be adding more of the embellishments. I will be cutting those bookmarks, these cards, and I feel like these will be what we put in the belly bands. That's what we're going to do. We're going to cut these and add them to the belly bands. And then the buttons, I don't know. I just didn't want to waste paper. So I'll fussy cut those and we'll use them for something. Maybe, whatchamacallums. Yes, guys, those. Policy envelope. The round part of the policy envelope where you wrap the thing around. Okay, we're good there. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you'll stay with me and stay tuned for Thursday's video. With that being said, guys, see you soon. Thank you so much for crafting with the Diva today. I truly appreciate you spending this creative time with me. If you've enjoyed this project, please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it inspired, and I'll see you soon.